Yeah, here we go. Oof. On point with my coffee. Bloody good coffee. Always on point. Chilled coffee. That ever good. From the Indonesia. Bloody hell. Not to be outdone. Bintang. 00. Used to drink the odd Bintang many years ago in Kamang, but now it's 00. Well, 0.0. Okay, let's pop the top on this baby. Listen to that sound. Ooh, it's a fairly sweet little bugger actually. Ooh, not sure I like that. Bloody hell. Went down to the beach at Sanura today. Read upon the cards on the table. Green blues. Let's give this a crack. I once recorded this with Mr. Sutami on electric guitar, just jamming. Distorted guitar. I love the sound that he got. Green blues. It might be a green traffic light on a blue morning. It might be wild lupine in a field of wavy hair grass. It might be the color of the sea. It might be olives served on a cerulean blue platter. It might be a blue room inside a house painted green. It might be tears cried by a Punamu ads. It might be Chinook helicopters flying back into the wild blue yonder. It might be blues for planet Earth. It might be a metaphor for an emotional metamorphosis. The opposite of green blues might be red oranges. Yeah, well, you know, that's true. Flicking through, so cards on the table, still rocking and a rolling, rocking and a reeling Barbara Ann. Yeah, that poem there, okay, well, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Well, I already read these before on the other tape, but never mind. This is called Method. It was published up with the Auckland Poetry Live crew many years ago. It's kind of a cut-up poem. It's a word bank poem. Pick the words you want to use and write something. And this is what I did. I called it Method. Swallow wine of magic roots at the hanging of boredom. I think poetry is the ultimate boredom buster. We'll go with that. It would be a strange funeral. Derek and I played this on stage, the Bajai Boys. He did a bit of kind of twanging, bluesy sort of slide guitar, which I later got distorted slightly on a when I was making a video track. It's called It Would Be a Strange Funeral. I heard the gears of the universe one night howling and screaming in pain while waiting for a train in a Spanish railway station. The ancient tracks outside sounded like they were breaking apart as boxcars floated past the windows, full of filthy hobos crying luminescent tears. The heavy station doors were bashed open and then slammed shut by the jackboot wind, and then bashed open and slammed shut again. A giggling whore sat nearby, licking a long silver bullet, and a drunk rhinoceros walked into the room, offering me a drink. It was a normal night at Figueres railway station, exactly what I would have expected, waiting for a train only a short distance from where Dali lay ill in his bed, awaiting the surrealism of death. Salvador Dali. He didn't want a normal life, did he? He didn't get one. Back in favour, I think. Was out of favour a few decades ago as being a sellout commercial artist. Became a celebrity portrait or a portrait artist for hire, which is pretty much what Andy Warhol did. But I think everyone's cool with that now. Apart from Dali was supposed to have signed a whole lot of blank papers, which were then later printed. But I don't know if that's true. He did say that money was the purest form of inspiration. And I think if you believe that, it justifies any sort of behaviour, really, artistically speaking. Okay, Easter poem. Watching a happy young boy at Westfield Mall, hungrily biting into and cracking the shell of a white chocolate egg, triggers recalled accounts of young children's skulls being split apart by bombs in Middle East marketplaces. That's how things are these days. And that was published in Valentina Klitsch's Romania Kiwi collaboration translation collection. Yes, that's right. Oof, it's a bit sweet, the old bintang. I suppose it's a soft drink, isn't it? It's not like a Heineken Zero, which is pretty dry. Way to go. Or the fine art of dying. I'll just pop off one of these days, my grandmother told us. And the old leaf did suddenly let go. Singer Warren Zevon knew he was going to die and wrote a song after the news, My Ride's Here. And then the jumpers from the Twin Towers falling through death chamber blue one fine September morning, exploding like water bombs on the concrete below. Yeah. What a choice. Burned alive or jump to your death. Cards on the table, signed by Alia. And to Eden. There we go. Let's put that collection aside and read a couple of these. So this is going to be done with recorded properly. Inverted commas, speech marks, recorded properly with Derek's guitar. He's got a tune he just sent me, and this is a Bali poem written on the first time I came here. It's called At the Circle K. Right. At the Circle K. I'm in good company at the Circle K with my green bottle, green pen, watching tobacco slowly burn, understanding not a word of a dispute at the ATM. 11 years since the bomb. You'd think it was still sugar time on Bali as backpacker eyes light up in the free Wi-Fi zone. There's the clink of glass, smell of fried egg, and coffee confabulations, temples, money, the price of rice, tourist merchandise, a question of thighs. A motorbike races the Bulan, no need to hati-hati, and the beach will be back in the morning, along with incense and flowers. Is it still sugar time on Bali? An old blue t-shirt is rummaging in a rubbish bin, looking for God's opinion. Yeah, that was published in the last post in Aussie. Thank you, Greg T. Ross. Yeah. Bit of trumpet in the background. Sounds like 1930s trumpet to me. Udara. So this one here, this is the one that I shot a little tight little frame, a minute or two of this young tree on the beach, moving like this in the wind. Well, 100 or more leaves, just moving in the wind. The wind, because this poem is called The Wind, although it's called Udara, which is the Bahasa Indonesia word for wind. And I'm going to, I think I'll just do a straight reading of this. Maybe some music. We'll see. Udara. Straight away, I touched you, slipped inside with the exchange of oxygen for carbon dioxide, and watched you respond, as every tenderfoot does. Some say I'm like a paramour's warm breath, a scented potion, just spellbind. Some cannot retreat to the AC fast enough. I'm old, have kept alive every creature who ever lived here, have carried the sounds of life, childbirth, laughter, calls to prayer, but also the screams of warfare, murder, and rape. I know histories that will shock you, keep you awake at night. I've caressed every lip, tit, clam, cock, and a-hole that's wandered through this famous archipelago. I've seen newcomers find their feet and soar, others slip and fall. So fill your lungs and fill your ears with the sounds of nasi goreng sizzling in a pan, the drama of Wyong, hissing Komodo dragons, angklung music as you bernapas, breathe. Udara. And this one I'm doing with Derek. He's supplied a little, one of his little compositions. I think will work quite well with this. Not sure what the imagery will be yet. Maybe just a photograph of the planet. It's called Big Mummy. We walk on planet Earth, but trees are rooted in Earth. For many years, this disturbed us. We had no real understanding of our place. The notion of spirituality was born, and several religions came into being. Maybe those people talking are discussing that very point right now. They're probably talking about what food they're going to eat, where they're going tomorrow, or what they've done today. Anyway, the notion of spirituality was born, and several religions came into being. Burying bodies underground or setting them ablaze implied that we belong here. And by learning to sail, fly, make artificial light and gunpowder, we thought we'd gained some control, felt we had some power. But it was nothing compared to tsunamis, hurricanes, fires, volcanic explosions, earthquakes. The delicate relationship with Earth remains as it was. She still threatens to cast us off, waiting out our time. Yeah. Well, that is the issue, isn't it? As Michael McClure said, the only wars that really matter, the real war, is the biocidal war against the planet. It's not two countries fighting over a little bit of land. It's rubbish. It's absolute rubbish. Absolute bloody rubbish. Well, whew. I think I'm a bit bloody knackered. We're chilling here. Arcia, my darling, and Alia are upstairs. I don't think snoozing, I think on devices. It's a happy holiday. How much sugar in this bloody thing? Oh God, 14 grams of gula. I'm gonna chuck that away. Down the hatch, down the cake hole. All right. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. This was brought to you by Bintang 0.0 and Point Coffee. Always on point. Our sponsors, Terima kasih. Thank you, sponsors. See you next time, same channel.